excellent. So according to research, what are the benefits and the importance of sleep?
Well, we know that sleep is crucial for human well-being and for our daily functioning. There is a lot of good research, and we know a lot how it affects memory. That sleep is important for learning new skills or remembering things in general in daily life or in things that you do at work or at school. And it can improve your grades to get better and more sleep. And it helps with problem solving, and also that's the cognitive part, but it also helps your emotional well-being and just general life satisfaction and physical and mental health. So sleep is very, very important. Yeah, and it's not just sleeping long enough is important. So like 8 hours of sleep for most people is positive, but also having a regular sleep schedule and yeah, especially getting up at the same time every morning. So, and good sleep quality. So not just the amount of sleep, but yeah.
Excellent. That is brilliant. Thank you. So, is there any research that directly relates PhD students and the amount or quality of sleep that they have?
Yeah, there is some research, but actually it seems like a lot of researchers do research on students like undergrads and graduate students. So I would say that we actually need more research on the PhD students. But it seems like at least some research indicates that they experience a lot of stress, which affects your sleep schedule. And also research indicate that a lot of PhD students have higher risk for depression than others, which also we know that is very closely linked to sleep. And the other studies on younger students that I think can relate to PhD students too, especially studies on graduate students, which shows that irregular sleep schedules and sleep quality in particular is related to if you have better sleep quality and better sleep schedule, it can improve your general life satisfaction. And we also know that regarding like work and new workers in general, like that if you experience a lot of emotional demands in your work and overcommitment, you're too invested in your work and personal investment, that's something that especially affects sleep. So not so much cognitive demands or that you have a difficult job, that's not so negative for sleep, but more like the emotional demands and the emotional problems that you can experience as a PhD student. So, and we also see that a lot of there's like it's tendency in society in general now for people and especially full-time workers, which PhD students are, that a lot of them sacrifice sleep so that they want to stay up late and either for work or just to have time to relax before going to sleep. And that's really negative. And we see that there's like a trend for, seems like a lot of people to have shorter sleep than before. And that's a problem for our society in general.
Yeah. Brilliant, thank you. So I know you sort of touched on life satisfaction, but yeah, according to research, what is the link between life satisfaction and sleep?
Yeah, like I said, sleep is very important for life satisfaction. Sleep actually makes you happy, but also how you feel emotionally is related to how much sleep you had, but also what time of the day it is right now. So I think it's also important to remember for people that we tend to feel more negative towards the evening or the nighttime. So if you have like problems or emotional issues that are bothering you, you can try to think, okay, it's common to think like this now in the evening, and if I just sleep on it, I'll feel better in the morning. because we also know that sleep help you to process negative or difficult memories, so that you remember the memory, but that you kind of forget the hurtful things about it. So that's very good. Yeah.
Excellent, thank you. Have you got any personal or suggestions for PhD students from your own experiences, or from perhaps being a supervisor, around the importance of sleep for PhD students?
Yeah. Well, I studied sleep as a PhD student, and I learned what's important to do, and I really took that into my own life. And I started as a PhD student to get up at the same time every day, which I'm also teaching to my own PhD students now, and it seems like they try to follow it, because I think that's the most important advice, to sort of have this schedule where you get up at about the same time every day, because a lot of students and others, PhD students and others, have a tendency to sleep in the weekends. So then you experience social jet lag, or it really messes up your system. So just to get up, and maybe you can give yourself like half an hour of extra sleep in the weekends, but try not to get more. And even if you stay up late in the weekends, try to get up at the same time in the weekends, or every day, and also try to prioritize sleep, because like I said, a lot of people just seems to not prioritize it and sacrifice it to do other things. We have so much we want to do in our lives, but just prioritize sleep, because it's so important for your health. But also, like, kind of the last thing I want to say is that in people in general people are interested in sleep. You want to learn about sleep, and we get so many advice. And but if you don't have any problems with sleep, don't make any changes. Like, if you have or if you sleep well and you're not tired in the daytime, because also the most important is how you feel in the daytime. If you're tired or exhausted, then something's wrong. So you need to change something. But if you feel fine and alert and function well in the daytime, you shouldn't probably make any changes. Then yeah, your sleep is fine.